and you are watching TTV News from Tây Ninh Radio and Television Station, and today headlines. Tây Ninh prepares for party congress at all levels. Households have agreed to hand over the land on Lý Thường Kiệt Street. Launching India's Talent Contest 2019. The model of planting safe green skin grapefruit trees. In preparatory step for party congress at all levels for the 2020-2025 term, the Windsor Party Executive Committee requires the party committee at all levels to seriously organize the collection of comments from the party committee, affiliated party organization, senior revolutionary and retired cadres, scientific scholar, intellectual, expert, and people up on strata in appropriate and effective forms. In particular, the district and city committee collect comments from departments, branches, and unions in the province on the objectives, tasks, and orientation of local socio-economic development plans in the coming term. To link with local socio-economic development plans with provincial development orientation, particularly draft documents of the 11th National Party Congress will be published on the mass media for people to comment. The Windsor Party Executive Committee also asked the party committee at all levels to prepare the draft Congress resolution and action plans for the conference to discuss and decide. The Congress at all levels must spend adequate time promoting responsibility and intelligence of delegates in discussion, ensure democracy, thorough, profound, and effective, avoid perfunctory form. The receipt and explanation of comments must be taken seriously, promptly, according to competence, responsibility, impartiality, and objectivity. After more than 2 years of persistent advocacy and persuasion, up to now, all sitting households on Lý Thường Kiệt Street, Thành district have agreed to hand over the ground to implement the projects of upgrading and expanding the road. Based on the report of the Tây Ninh Department of Transport proposing the investment in upgrading and expanding Lý Thường Kiệt Street, the section from August Revolutionary Street to Châu Văn Liêm Street, on October 29, 2015, the Windsor People Committee issued decision number 2473 approving the investment policy of the project with a total length of 1.2 km, including 4 lanes, each 3.5 meter wide, owned by the Transport and Investment Projects Management Board. This is the main traffic route connecting Hòa Thành town to Tây Ninh City, an important gateway connecting from Highway 22, leading to the two tourist sites of Tây Ninh Holy See and Ba Đen Mountain. 84 households have to relocate their houses and architectural objects on the planning boundary to hand over the ground to the construction unit for project implementation. On February 20, 2017, the People's Committee of Hòa Thành District issued notice number 39 on the demolition of houses, architecture, fruit, and vegetable to hand over the ground to implement the projects to upgrade Lý Thường Kiệt Street. During the mobilization process, most of the households dismantled the houses and architectural materials to hand over the site. However, sitting households did not agree to hand over the site, resulting in the project not being implemented as planned. By November 14th, the sitting household had agreed to hand over the ground to implement the project. Currently, the charter capital of Tây Ninh Development Investment Funds is more than 524 billion Vietnam dong. Because the fund charter capital is limited, business have not got much capital to serve production and business. This has affected the investment calling in the field of socialization, implementing breakthrough programs of the province. In order to meet the province socio-economic development needs in a 5-year period, 2021-2025, Tây Ninh province continue to complete infrastructure, especially transport infrastructures, focus on completing breakthrough transport projects, directly connecting with provinces in the southern key economic region, speeding up the implementation of Ho Chi Minh City Mobile Highway projects, Co Dầu Sa Mát Expressway, expand gateway routes connecting with locality in the region, upgrade cross-connecting center of district, industrial park, raw material areas, calling for investment in socialization in education and healthcare. The People Committee of the Nam Province has just submitted a report to Standing Committee of Provincial People Council to propose the formulation of a resolution on increasing charter capital of the Development Investment Fund in the period of 2020-2025. Specifically, Thành will add charter capital to the Provincial Development Investment Fund, strive to reach 1,000 billion Vietnam dong by 2025. Capital sources for increasing charter capital from annual budgets and deduction from annual development investment funds shall comply with regulations. According to the statistics of the Department of Health, currently the medical network has covered on communes in the province. 100% of communes have been recognized as meeting national standard of medical care. Determining the building of a commune meeting the set up national criteria for medical care is a condition for the grassroots level to develop comprehensively, implement national health program and projects, and strengthen epidemic prevention and improve the quality of medical examination and treatment for people. In recent years, the Nam Province has paid attention to well implementing the work of building communes up to the national set-up criteria for healthcare. The overall mobilization of resources from local budgets, capital of program and projects to socialize capital has contributed to the construction of communes meeting the set-up criteria as prescribed. Most health stations meeting national standards are fully invested in building material, facility, and equipment. The nurses and doctors has been developed in both quantity and professional qualification, meeting the medical examination and treatment needs of the people. The second English Talent Contest of 2019 officially started. The contest is organized by the Provincial Youth Union. In the provincial round, more than 150 contestants took the exam. Candidates are divided into 3 groups with different exam content. At the primary school group, candidates take vocabulary tests and oral exams. In the secondary school student group, the contestants tell stories in English. And in the high school student group, the Center for Vocational Training and Education and the other students at the college and technical school participated in the grammar, vocabulary, and oral exam. After the requalification, the best candidate will continue to compete in the semi-finals and finals with attractive exam content, such as making a video introducing themselves in English, competition, skill, and behavior. In recent years, green skin grapefruit trees have been invested in cultivation expansion by many farmers. Some of them have applied biosafety measures. In addition to the purpose of reducing costs in production, the products also gain quality from the design, increased productivity, especially achieve food safety. Its consumption market is sustainable. Green skin grapefruit is a fruit tree that grows well in sandy and light zones. It being invested, the economic efficiency is very high. Trường Tây Commune Hòa Thành district is one of the areas with an increasing area of green grapefruit. In recent years, there are nearly 100 hectares of green skin grapefruit tree intercropped with durian gardens, mangosteen, and rambutan. The current price when selling of the crop is very high. While cultivating and applying new techniques at the same time, Lam Hữu Cuộc farmers household in Trường Tây Commune Hòa Thành district switched to using only one kind of safe fertilizer. Pesticides were restricted to farming toward growing green grapefruit according to Vietgap standard. Mr. Cuộc said insect sprays are made from ginger, garlic, and chili peppers mixed with alcohol, soaking the mixture for 1 to 2 months. This is the first model of applying biospray spraying method in Hòa Thành. Many households cultivating fruit trees in Vietnam came to visit and learn from this model. Most orchards have applied this method as designed, preventing pests, reducing cultivation costs, harvesting beautiful roots, and ensuring biosecurity. This grassroots farming model has been made a scientific topic of growing green breadfruit trees under the model of biosafety and participated in the Tây Ninh Province Creative Science and Technology Contest in 2018-2019. That just wrapped up TTV News for today. Remember that you can watch the program online at TTVNews.vn or YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in and goodbye for now.